Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and I'm building around mixed Dragapult today. We have Spell Tag plus Hex for our Ghost Stab, but then for the Dragon Stab we actually have Dragon Darts rather than Draco Meteor. And the reason for that is Volcarona does not have good Phase Def, whereas after a Quiver Dance it's very hard to do anything with the Draco Meteor, and Dragapult is a Pokemon that can naturally take 1+1 Psychic because it's not a stab attack, so we want to hit that Volcarona as hard as possible, and Dragon Darts is much better, so that's why we also have mixed EVs with the 180 Adamant and 76 in special attack. We do have max speed, but we don't have the plus speed nature, because there's honestly no reason to run it right now, so I would rather just have the extra power and help out with that Volcarona roll. We can actually hit it behind screens very hard too, due to Infiltrator just going right through them, so that's great. We do have a move slot for U-turn as well, because getting momentum on like Clefable and Mandibuzz is very vital, and you could make it Flamethrower, but like that's only good against Rillaboom and Ferrothorn, which are definitely not as common as the two I just mentioned, Clef and Mandibuzz. So what I want to do is add a Pokemon that can take advantage of Mandibuzz, take advantage of that U-turn and just come in and hit very hard. So rather than running Specs Magearna, we're actually going to go with Specs Clefable, which I never thought Clefable would be the fun Pokemon that I'm adding, but now that I know Specs Magearna is a thing, I would rather just run this and enjoy myself, so let's go ahead and run Modest Clefable. We're going to make a trick, and we're going to run Magic Guard on it with Choice Specs like I mentioned. We'll have Moonblast, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt for Toxapex, I guess. So that's great. We have Modest Nature to hit as hard as possible. The speed tier is in case like Komodo runs no speed for no reason. I would rather just outspeed that. We have 206. Like, because I'm running offensive Clefable, it's gonna get 2-hit KO'd by everything anyway, so there's really no point in running more HP. I think that speed tier is just better, but now that we have that, I need something that can really threaten packs, because if I get plays wrong against that thing, like Moonblasting it for instance, I'm not gonna have a good way to break it with between these two. Like, even when it's burned, Hex still doesn't do a ton if it's Spidef invested, so what can I do about that? So an electric type or a psychic type would be ideal. I did just use Zam yesterday, and Reuniclus sucks right now, so I'm not going to run that. So let's look for electric types. I could run Boots Zeraora again. I don't think Rotom Heat's that good of a check. Is it actually only Boots Zera? I mean, I guess there's Toxtricity, but Zera is just the better pick all around, and I am laddering in like the 1700s right now, and aiming to get for the 1800s today, so let's go ahead and run Boots Zera. Heavy duty boots with Plasma Fists, Knockoff, Close Combat, and Volt Switch. And then we'll run like... It's also a mixed Zera that I'm thinking about it because we have Volt Switch, but we'll go minus Spidef, and that'll be that. So at least now we have like a good Magnezone counter, whereas we didn't before. Like, Magnezone can hit pretty hard with Steel Beam or Flash Cannon, but it's nothing that Zera can't tank a couple hits for him, so that's good. I would love a ground immunity. That's something that would be very helpful right here. Or at least a ground, like, resist. That would be nice. So like a grass type would be good. I guess the question is, what ground type am I scared of? Drill? Yeah, Drill is probably the scariest one against my team so far. I guess if I'm really scared of Drill and I still need a rocker, I could add Komodo to this team. Komodo wouldn't be bad. I mean, it doesn't resist ground, obviously, but it's a Pokemon that can naturally take Drill on. Especially with the leftovers and a lot of physical defense investment. Let's do it. I can't really think of a better rocker since I used Hippo yesterday. And I actually enjoy using Hippo, but I can understand why people, like, find it kind of like a stally-based mon. So let's run Komodo instead. I'll actually run Taunt because I think it keeps up offensive pressure. Even though it is a passive turn where we're just forcing them to attack, it's good because we can prevent their Pokemon from roosting later in in that exchange, and then they'll be lower for our other Pokemon. Then for the last move, we'll go Earthquake. I guess I could run Toxic too. Like, Toxic isn't bad for like Mandibuzz for instance, but I think we have like enough for Mandibuzz already. Let's just go Earthquake for the last slot. Helps out against like a Alolan Marowak. And then we'll run the leftovers. I'll put speed into my Komodo because I want to outspeed opposing Komodo as well as Aegislash if I, for whatever reason, run into that Trashmon right now. Let's go ahead and run minus special attack and move on. So great, I think we have a lot of defensive stuff going on. Even though we have some offensive guys, like Clef can naturally tank one hit from Dragapult if I keep it at full. And Komodo is a good drill counter. What am I weak to though? We have a good dragon immunity now. I still don't have the greatest rain checks, if I'm being honest. Like, Komodo is the only thing that I really have to take advantage of rain right now, and all of those rain Pokemon, like Barraskewda and Kingdra, have moves to hit me, so that could be an issue. If I'm really that scared, I just add, like, Amoonguss or Toxapex. Regenerator is just honestly dumb right now. It's so good, and honestly, I don't mind it. I kind of find running Regenerator cores fun, but like I mentioned, similarly to Hippo, some people don't like it, so I don't know. I'll add Toxapex to this team. I think it's a good fit to counter rain, but I don't know. Let's run Regenerator with Black Sludge. I think Regenerator is kind of running the metagame right now. If you're learning like Balance, which is typically what I'm running right now, you need a Regenerator core. So let's go Scald, Recover, Haze, Toxic. We'll of course run Fizz Def on this thing. If I find out that they're locked into Draco with Kingdra, I'll just go Clef after and throw off a move. That should be fine. Obviously, Toxapex is going to take a lot, which is a problem. Whatever this last Pokemon is, it needs to have priority, because we have some fast Pokemon, but like, if I run into a Scarfer that does very well against my team, that's going to be an issue. So we'll go minus attack, not special attack, and one slot left. What do I need? I still need a Defogger. A Defogger with priority? Oh, Talonflame. Yeah, what am I thinking of? Talonflame for sure. This is one of my favorite Pokemon right now, and I kind of forgot about it for a second, but yeah, no second thoughts running Talonflame. With heavy duty boots, Brave Bird, Flare Blitz, Swords Dance, and Defog, and that'll be the team. So a lot of picks that I generally run, but honestly, these are the Pokemon that I really enjoy using right now, besides Pex. I think Pex is just here as a rain counter, but Talon, Zera, Spexclef, and Dragapult are really fun, so let's go ahead and get a game. Alright, I have a game right here. My opponent has a very scary team. They have some really threatening sweepers like Volk and Hawlucha, but I think what I can do right here is knock off the Hippo using Zera, then SD up with Talon and maybe do some work. Depends on what their Pex is, because if it's a max Fizz Def, Talon isn't breaking that either. Spexclef is very good right here. It's just a matter of what their initial pivot would be. I think Thunderbolt is a good initial option on my part because it catches both of what I think would come in initially, which is Corviknight and Toxapex. Komodo can get up rocks on you, on the Corviknight as well. Okay, yeah, I think I see what I have to do here. Let's go ahead and lead off with Clef. So the thing about Hippo lead is, I think I would rather just Moonblast first, because if they give me a very nice Moonblast, I'll do like 70, and then I can go ahead and I don't know, I could also Thunderbolt, but like, I hate the idea of Moonblasting because I reveal my choice specs before I'm able to catch one of the other two, but as long as I catch Hippo here with the Moonblast, it's fine. So we do 75. I really don't want to let them roost, but at the same time, I mean slack off, but at the same time, I think I should double here. Actually, no, let's not bother. They're gonna go Corviknight and get a U-turn, but that's okay. Honestly, that did a lot. Like, that actually did quite a bit of damage there. So I can go Komodo. I think they're Helmet Hippo. Let me just double check. If I went Komodo and they U-turn to Hippo, could they slack off or would I knock them out? They could slack. Oh wait, but I have Taunt. Okay, so it's fine. So they opt to roost. That's okay. I'll go ahead and get up my rocks here and we will proceed. I wonder, do they have Brave Bird though? I haven't seen Brave Bird Corviknight in over a week. They go for a taunt of their own, so now I can't taunt them. Did they show an item? Or do they helmet on this too? I feel like they might just be helmet on this. I'm really curious about what their item is. That's what I want to know here. I'm going to make the Clef play, I think, because they would U-turn and that kind of pressures everybody who would want to come in. It would force out Volcarona, which actually wouldn't be that good. But I don't want Komodo taking helmet damage. I didn't see leftovers, right? Yeah, okay, I think it's helmet. I guess I can just hit them here. Let's just do that. What is your item? That's what I'm really curious about, like. I'm just waiting for my taunt to run out so that way I can taunt them. Okay, so we have Corviknight at 48. That's in range of 2 Moonblasts from Clef, which is really weird. I don't know why they let me do that, but I guess we'll see who they want to bring in now. It honestly doesn't matter who they bring in. Like, I think I can take on the majority of their team with this Mon. If they go Volcarona, though, I'll just hard switch out. I don't want to take a Psychic with this, and Dragapult can come in. Yeah, they go Volk. The other play is Talon, but I think Dragapult first. I mean, then again, does Dragapult want to take a Psychic? Not necessarily, but we'll go to it here. throw off darts, see what they want to do. I don't think darts will KO from full, but it'll do plenty. Maybe I should have just gone Pex, but no, they're gonna hard switch here, okay. So they could be Baneful Bunker, they could also just be Toxic. I don't think they're Baneful Bunkers, so I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I haven't seen that in a while. I don't want to lose my Clef specs here, so let's be a bit careful when trying to pivot around. I mean, I could just go Clef anyway, like, it's not the worst idea, but I think going Pex of my own is probably the smarter thing to do. Yeah, because they go for knockoff, and at this point, I think I should just try to get a burn on this before it gets out of hand, like try to wear it down and whatnot. A burn on that would have been really nice, but it's okay. Let's go Zeraora now and start to pressure. With Hippo so low, Zera can do work. So they opt to go right for that. That's okay, I can go right for a... Did I knock this thing earlier and I'm being dumb? No, I didn't, right? Let's go for a Volt here. They go Hippo. I think close combat kills it though, right? I probably should have calced this before making that play. Yeah, I really should have. Okay, we'll get in Clef. That was really bad. Obviously. Like, I probably could have gotten a lot more out of that. And then I mispredict. I tried to call Pex. Okay, I'm getting a little bit out of hand now. I should be smarter. Let's go Komodo here. Their last move is either Whirlwind or... Yeah, dude, all I had to do was attack with Zera with, like, knockoff, and I would have been better. I don't know why I clicked Volt. I mean, it's because I saw the Corviknight with Fizz Def, but it's okay. I think we're still in this game. It's just going to be a bit harder for no reason. There's that. They would just Psychic here, so let's go... Let's go Pex, I guess. I don't know. Yo, that did so much. Okay, never mind. Pex is not the play, it seems. Man, I'm making misplays now. Because now Dragapult has to come in on the Psychic, which does a ton as well. Is that like... No, that can't be Specs. No way. I showed them darts. I'm not going to predict this guy anymore. Let's just burn this. And give them this mon. Like, I hate to do this, but... Man, this could have all been avoided if I just played Zera better, but it's fine. I'll throw off Hex here, and... Ideally, if I'm able to get this in range of Zera again, then I can actually make the correct play next time, but... Yeah, not my best performance. Of course I get Zera too. Yeah, now they get to slack off. I'm gonna get in Clef on that. Oh, they actually just Earthquaked immediately. Okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna Moonblast at this point. Like, I need this Hippo dead, and I could have done it so long ago, but I didn't for no reason. And this time they go Pex. Yeah, I'm gonna get it wrong every time, obviously. Look, the Pex play of my own. Clef still has some usefulness if it can trick something later. They go for the knockoff, and... Yeah, I'll go right for Scald. So Hippo's at 24. I need to burn the Corviknight. That's what really needs to happen here. If I can burn Corviknight, it's not as big of a problem. Wait a minute, it doesn't even have an attack. Never mind, I don't need to burn anything. Okay, so if I can Toxic this thing's basically out of the way. So let's try to do that here. Don't be Sub-Cutie. It's not Sub-Cutie. It's a Lumberry. Okay, but I still have Talonflame, which is an okay check. Honestly, I kind of like Clef's better than Dragapult, so let's go to that, then bring you out. I'm just gonna let them switch out here into Hippo or Pex. Like, I really can't not Brave Bird in that situation. So we finally get rid of their Mon, but I've put myself in a position where Hawlucha is a problem. I need to defog, which I can do with this thing right now, but they're just gonna knock off again. They've clicked knock every time. I'm trying to figure out how I beat Hawlucha at this point, because my Gale Wings is gone now. But Zera does look very good. That's what I'm banking on here, Zera doing work. So I could either go Komodo and try to get up Myrox, but honestly Komodo might actually help against Hawlucha in the end, because it's like pretty bulky. If they're not +2, I can take a hit. So I think what I'll do here is bring this in. I don't really care about the fact that they knocked me in the end, like... What I can do here is throw off a Thunderbolt. Goes Rillaboom, that's fine. Gonna get in my Komodo. I have to be mindful of... Actually, wait a minute. That's a bad play. Because if I lose them on, then I invite in... If they get a U-turn on Komodo, they get in Hawlucha and just win, right? So I think in the end, I have to stay in this turn. I'm faster. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't go Komodo because it gives Hawlucha the free setup. But honestly, they might just go Volcarona now and win anyway. So I don't really know if this worked or not. Yeah, they're going Volcarona, of course. I don't see a way out of this one for me. Like, I'm trying to find something that can allow me to win against this guy, and it's not looking very likely, of course. So I'm gonna Haze spam. I should live one Psychic. Maybe not, honestly. I did 49. I should live another. Barely, but I did. I'm not gonna let it Quiver Dance. I would rather they just knock me out. That's fine, I get in Talonflame now. I think I'm gonna try to defog. Yeah, if they do go Pex, I figured they would. Now what I can do is get in... So their Rocker is dead. That's fine. I mean, I don't really care about this. They're gonna knock me too, but that's okay. Let's go for rocks, and I'm basically trying to set it up to where I can put myself in the best position possible against Hawlucha in the end. Which, that involves Zera being healthy, so let's keep that in mind. Let's go for Earthquake here. Put that a bit low. Taunted this turn. If they switch, it's whatever, like... Yeah, they're gonna switch. I'll just Body Press for damage. And then what we're going to try to do is put themselves in a spot where they have to use Hawlucha to revenge Talonflame, but then they can't actually... Oh, I died of poison this turn, right? Okay, that's good. So they go Hawlucha, which makes like no sense. What? Okay, so I'm going to be able to bring this mon in. Go right for a Plasma Fists here. I think they've kind of put themselves in a position where they have to sack this, go back to Lucha as their only response, and then with the Lucha on the field, it can't OHKO me with anything. I knock it out, and then I'm pretty sure Zera can endgame them. I hope I set this up fine. That's low. I don't know whether Volcarona is in range, though. That's the thing. If they just go Volk here... Oh, wait, but it was Lumberry. It wasn't Heavy Duty Boots. Never mind. I'm so used to running into Heavy Duty Boots, I forgot. So I think, in the end, I basically... There's no way I lose unless they crit me with a... With the close combat. Yeah, you're not subbing, dude. I don't know what to tell you about that. Like, at this point, I can just Volt out. Actually, no. I should attack. What am I talking about? Because if I Volt out and they sub again, then I lose. So I live there. Good. Next, what's going to happen is they're going to go Pex. It's their only play. I'm going to Volt out on that. Into Clef. Yeah, I'm not going to let you toxic me either, dude. Let's Volt out here. If I could get this in range of Talonflame, I also just win. I have to make sure Volcarona doesn't Quiver Dance again. That's big. Meaning, like... Quiver Dance, Psychic, Fiery Dance. Is it Roost on the last move? That's what I need to know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click Moonblast, and the reason is I don't want to kill... I probably knock out Corviknight anyway. This is tricky. Like, I don't want to kill Corviknight, then Volcarona comes in, right? That would be really bad for me. I have to get this turn, right? Because if I kill Corviknight and Volk comes in, I don't think I beat it. And that's what they're gonna go for, right? So I'm gonna predict that here. Yeah, I knew it. So now I get the play right. I can go ahead and SD up, break through the Toxapex ideally, put it in range of Zera and win like that. Yep, perfect. I don't know what their last move is, but what I'm gonna do here is SD up one more time. It could be Haze. I don't think it's Haze. It is Haze. Okay, well, I mean, that's not horrible. So here they would Toxic, right? Corviknight's at 18. Maybe I should have just Brave Birded, but I didn't want to get Baneful Bunkered that turn. Okay, so they go for one of those. I'm gonna Brave Bird this time. So they don't have Recover, which is interesting. That's too much damage, so I think I win no matter what by just spamming Brave Bird now, because they either give me this and then I win, or they sack off somebody, come back in. Yeah, I think I win no matter what, because now what they have to do is go back to Pex. That's the only maneuver they can make. They're gonna click Baneful Bunker, or like, I don't even know what they can do at this point. So now I go Zera. I click... I think I Volt first. Let's think. If I click... I'm gonna Plasma Fists. Okay, we got him, yeah. So they tried to predict me clicking Volt, and I don't know what they did. But we win the game in the end. We can Plasma Fist to Volk and take this one after all that. Okay, sweet. So I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent has the Dark type Urshifu. We see a Volcarona, and we also see some screens potential, but I don't know if it would be screens on this team. It's not very hyper offensive. They do have some setup sweepers, don't get me wrong, like Dragapult and Volcarona, but beyond that, nothing else really could be set up besides maybe bulk up on Urshifu, I think. So what do I want to do here? I don't really know what to think. I don't want to lead badly against Magnezone, that's for sure. That thing could be a problem. Let's go with Zera. Are you actually dual screen support on this thing? I'm very curious. Because I'm going to Volt here into my... Okay, it is screens, wow. I also did no damage with that Volt switch, huh. So I think what I should have gone Clef, actually. What am I doing? Yeah, that was bad. I'll go Clef now on the taunt. I mean, misplay, but it's fine. I don't think it's too big of a deal. You go for Thunder Wave. Okay, that's actually annoying. So the question is, do they click Light Screen? Please get the Moonblast, thank you. They're like max BDF screens, it's so weird. But now they would hard pivot in Volk or Zone. Yeah, that's what I would do. I think I can beat both of them, like Dragapult's Infiltrator and Talonflame's a Brave Bird. Yeah, I'm just gonna Moonblast. I mean, that's bad, but it's like, it's not the worst thing ever. I can still go Zera here and try to threaten this Mon. I think they're probably sub. They just try to Volt on me. Okay, well, I get to throw off a knockoff now. I don't want to go for close combat because it won't kill, and I don't want to take too much damage here. They're gonna go Amoonguss anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, I think as long as I keep Talon and my Dragapult at full, there's no way I lose to Volcarona. I can beat the Urshifu using Komodo potentially, because I think the fact that it screens means Komodo would be bulk up, right? So I can go hard Komodo without having to fear getting like 2-hit KO'd by Choice Band. You see it's a Life Orb, so I think it would be Life Orb bulk up. I'm gonna Volt out here into Komodo. They might Sucker Punch immediately. Is the Volt even worth it? Could be a mistake. I'm gonna Volt. Just for a bit of chip, you never know when that'll matter. Yeah, they are bulk up. I knew they would be. So here's the plan. We go for Taunt first. Prevent them from getting too bulked up, and then we'll spam Body Press. Do you really not have Drain Punch, dude? What are you doing? There's no way you don't have Drain Punch, right? That would just be silly. Yeah, why did you click, oh, they got a crit too. That's bad. Because now the next one kills me, and that's like a problem here. Ah, that's actually so bad. Like, I can't take this next one now. Meaning I have to use Talonflame to revenge it. No, that's not true. I'm gonna keep this around and go Pex here. Not ideal though. Like, I would have much rather just taken the 1v1 with Komodo, but I guess this is okay. So they're forced to attack actually, so I could Toxic. Or even go for, I mean, I could just go for the burn and try to revenge hacks them since this thing shouldn't be 1v1ing my Pokemon right now, but I don't want to rely on that right now, just getting desperate, so I think the best thing to do is Haze and then recover. Actually, let's go for Toxic first. I don't think they're sub-bulk up. They could be. But like even then, does that even 1v1 me? Okay, so they go for a Wicked Blow again. Now they're on a timer, so I think we got out of this okay. I'm gonna switch out Pex here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna sack off Komodo. There's no point. I just sack this. Yeah, okay. This is good, because now what I can do is bring this out, go right for... How much did Volt do behind screen? 19, so that means this will kill. I'm assuming that last move is Sucker Punch. I'm trying to catch Amoonguss, but basically I've put myself in a position where Clef is still healthy enough to make sure Dragapult can't OHKO it without a boost, and Zera is still around to take on Magnezone, so... Now, what do I want to do now? I like the idea of going Komodo and maybe trying to get Grimmsnarl in. I mean, this could just invite in Dragapult too, which could be worse, but... Not sure how scared I am of that, because they haven't seen my entire set. I could have a Dragon move for all they know. Obviously I don't, and that could be like my downfall, but I'm hoping that between Komodo's attack if necessary and Talonflame's Brave Bird, I should have no problem beating Dragapult. It is Adamant Brave Bird after all. I think it'll be good enough. Oh, they're coming to Volk now. I don't think now is the time to do this. I'm gonna try to get up rocks if they try to attack. I mean, set up, but they just go for that. Okay. That's fine. I can bring in... I hate to lose my Gale Wings. It's actually such a pain, but I think if I do this, then... all I have to do is position it to where Dragapult can't set up on anybody, which it basically can't right now. So yeah, I'm gonna SD up here. They're gonna go hard into Amoonguss, which is the good play. Then basically what's gonna happen is they're gonna sack this and get in Dragapult. And that's where the match gets tricky. So I can OHKO that. I take so much from recoil, but that's fine. Best case, they try to go Grimmsnarl first and let me knock that out. I'm not too scared of their screen. But yeah, this is the correct play. So I think the best thing for me to do here is just attack. Make sure they don't Dragon Dance or anything. If they knock me out, that's fine. Because what I get to do is bring in Zera now and click knock. They could have Sucker. No, but Sucker won't kill this. Not from that range. So I click knock off here. If they give me Dragapult, I basically win with my Dragapult and Clef, I think. That's not true. This could be interesting. I have physical moves for Volcarona, but it might not be enough. So they're gonna go Grimmsnarl, I guess just get up a Reflect here and sack it. Best case, they obviously don't do that, but they should. So there we go. Then what I'm gonna do is Volt out on Volcarona into Dragapult. I have Infiltrator. I think I have to hope Dragon Darts plus Volt Switch does enough though, because if it doesn't, I lose. Volcarona is a tricky one, man. Like, you can have so many counters, and to be fair, I didn't play Talonflame optimally this game, but that crit basically forced me in a position where I had to use more tools than what I wanted to, right? Like, Pex had to go down. So yeah, they go Volk, obviously. I just have to Volt out into my Dragapult and hope that can do the job. I think that will do the job from 73. I guess I'll put it in the calc. There's almost no point. Like, my play here is my obvious, but we'll see. What's this mon called? I mean, Zera wins if I knock this out. Yeah, 73 to 86 from 180 Adamant. I don't die to that. This should knock you out. That crit should not matter. Like, you see, that would have done 40 without the crit, and they were at 73. So, I think there's almost no way I lose now. Because I'm going to go for Hex here, hit them behind that. They go for Flash Cannon. I don't want to lose because I put... Okay, so I knocked off the Light Clay. Was that before? That was before the screen went down. So here's the best play. I go to this and click knock off first. So that way I'm not taking close combat drops. The Reflect will go down. There is one way they win. They go hard Dragapult here. Have Sucker Punch. They knock out Zera, and then Magnezone beats Clef. But I'm going to hope that they don't try that. I don't think I could click knock off again there. It would have been a throw. So now I don't think Dragapult, even if it has Sucker Punch, Clef will take one hit, but I could get full paired. Got Sucker? They do not have Sucker. Okay, so I will be right back. Lord, I have another game right here. We have Volcarona Veil now, which I think I can beat. I just have to play my responses to Ninetale as well as a lead here. I actually kind of like leading with Talon, but like as much as it would be good, I don't want to lose my Gale Wings that early on, so we're going to lead with Zera here. This is going to be Sash, so I have to go Komodo. I hope it's not Toxic. That would be very bad. Earthquake's fine. I mean, It's annoying because I would love to keep this healthier for Azu, but it's something that I can deal with. He wants me weakened for Azu, okay. Understandable. Let's take the KO there and see what he wants to do now. Yeah, it goes Ninetales, figured. I'm gonna go ahead and either pivot and Clef or just stay in. I think just stay in. Yeah, because that's not killing me. Freeze Dry isn't very strong. Blizzard would have, but Freeze Dry now. Oh, did I get a crit? That was definitely a crit. What am I talking about? Okay. Well, that's obviously helpful. Don't want to take any damage with my Dragapult, of course, so we're going to do this. Hit him up with some Plasma. See what he wants to do now. Dragon Dance Haxorus could actually win for him. Maybe. Depends on how much Clef is taking, but right here what I do is I Volt out into my Toxapex on the bulk up. Is it sub though? That's the thing. It's not sub, okay, so I can beat that 1v. Well, I can't beat it 1v1, but I can take it on. I might have to take this hit with Clef, which I didn't want. Because I don't need Clef for Haxorus, I lose if I lose that mon, right? Well, if that's the case, I think I lose no matter what, because I can sack this here, but then who's coming in after, right? I either go Clef and then take the hit and lose to Haxorus anyway, or... I mean, I guess I could just play it to where Haxorus doesn't get setup opportunities, but I don't see a way that it doesn't. Alright, I guess that's what we're gonna do here. Tricky. Let's go for Moonblast, knock that out. He's gonna go Azu next. I have to somehow... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if I can get Azu into range of Dragapult... No, but Volcarona will still live, and that's the issue here. So out this comes. I'm gonna go for Moonblast. I don't know what he wants to do, but I'm fast. No, I'm not faster. If he's... Well, he wouldn't be Jolly. So hit that up. He goes to +6. Let's think. So I'm going to Moonblast, obviously. That should be fairly easy play to make. Then I go to Talonflame. I'm pretty sure I Brave Bird here, then I'll lose to Haxorus immediately after. I don't think there's a way around that, but... I could take the hit with the Dragapult. The problem is Volcarona then comes in, and... Let's take the KO first. Does this Haxorus just win no matter what? Like, do I have no way around that? I mean, I guess I could crit it right here, right now. Okay, there we go. I mean, I didn't see a situation in which I couldn't do that, right? Like... Volcarona's gonna come in and die, obviously. I got lucky here, but... I tried to envision every path in which Haxorus wouldn't win, and I couldn't find one where I didn't lose to a Shifu without using Clef, right? So, that's just how I had to win, and luckily it worked out for me, but... I do feel bad about it. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there was a play I could have made that would have allowed me to beat Urshifu, but I'll be right back. Alright, and now we have some nice stall to try to break. I think I actually played this guy yesterday and like destroyed him. Maybe that was somebody else, but I'm pretty sure I remember like this stall team. No, actually I think that one had like a Cinderace on it for the offensive mon rather than Volcarona. But anyway, let's see what I can do right here rather than thinking about yesterday. Trick Clef is very good. I can use that to cripple either Blissey or Mandibuzz. SD Talon can win if I get rid of Quagsire, but getting rid of Quagsire is a lot easier than it's... I mean, it's a lot harder than it sounds. Let's go for knockoff here, see what he wants to do. He might just Moonblast first, but... I don't mind taking one hit here, like... I think getting rid of Clef's item is worth it. And if anything, he might hard switch to Quagsire. Yeah, I want to get rid of this helmet / leftovers. Yeah, okay, good. So now what I can do is get in my Clef. If he goes for Toxic, that's fine. If he goes for... Well, this is obviously fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and make you choice locked. Spam Thunderbolt now. Good. What is your item? I'm just fishing for Paras, by the way. I'm not even hoping to knock anything out. Okay, thank you. You just made your Clef like dead. Toxapex here. Good play. Are you Thunderwave? Well, he's locked in, right? No, he's not locked in. He took my boots. Are you Thunderwave? You would protect here no matter what. I should have just SD'd, but like even then it doesn't matter. Quagsire is still there. This could be bad if he's Thunderwave, but I'm gonna try to defog. Get in my Clef here and try to trick something else. Well, obviously I don't really care about tricking this. It's already like locked into whatever. I think he'll just Toxic now. No, he wants to get back up the rocks. Okay. I'll click Toxic. And then try to burn this, I guess. No reason not to. This one could be long and annoying. We've already had like a 15-minute game today, but that's how. Of course he gets to the burn first. That's fine. You know, I would really like my item back. He's just gonna protect here. Like, there's no reason not to protect. Oh, but he decided to go hard Blissey. Okay. Things I can't let anything get toxic. Is this sub QD and he's just going for a game? That's another question. It probably is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Dragon Darts. I'm glad I didn't bother toxicking. Goes for Curve Dance. I don't die to anything. Like, I don't know what he's thinking is gonna happen here. Like, that won't kill. And I knock out Volcarona. Good. That's good, but like, it's still not over at all, obviously. Like, he disconnects after that. Please just don't come back. I don't want to play you. Just don't come back, dude. Come on. I knocked out your Volcarona. That's it, right? You don't want to come back? Your Blissey's choice locked. I can stall your team. Like, just let me play somebody else who can actually give me a fun game, please. Like, come on, man. I'll sit here for the 60 seconds and then we'll move on. It's also because, like, I don't want this battle to be the rest of the video, because, like, if he did come back, chances are that's what would happen. I'm hoping that after that Volcarona just died, he's, like, done with this game. Like, he doesn't want to play me anymore, but I think he still has a good shot at this if he just comes back, but who knows. Maybe this is like a tilt tactic, right? He leaves and then comes back at the last second. That's not going to work. Like, I'm still going to make the best play possible, but it seems as though we have a winner here, so I will be right back. Okay, so this will be the last game right here, assuming the game doesn't last like 2 minutes, but let's go ahead and see whether or not Zera can come through for us. Zera is very good. Talon is also very good, but it's a bit hard when he has his own. I could always lose to Magearna because that's just how Magearna works. No matter what Pokemon you're using, you can always lose to it. Dragapult's good too, but like I need to like wisp the Clef before Hex does any real damage to it. Cinderace is a threat if it's Banded Zen or even just like normal Zen. Let's lead Clef. I don't know what this is. If he's Banded, I'm very dead, so I think I go Komodo. He's gonna U-turn into like Magearna, but I still have to make this play. Okay, I think he was Banded with Hammer, so I'm glad I didn't make that play. Let's go for Rocks now. On one of the fairies coming in, I guess, and proceed from there. He might actually go hard Dragapult, but I figured he wouldn't because this is probably matching my Rocks here, right? That's what I would think. I guess it could just be Court Change, Cinderace. I'm not real enough to taunt here. Like, honestly, it's a bad play to click taunt, even though I know what he's going to do. Oh. What does that even do? Oh, well, I'm Magikarp, so I don't take damage from it, right? You know, as much as I like a Sticky Barb, can I get my item back, please? No, dude. Like, what? Give me that. Thank you. Like, that was rude. Oh, that did a lot. Wow, okay. I don't know what Magearna's trying to do, but I got a drop on it, so I'm gonna go Pex on it and not lose my Clef, maybe? That would be nice. And then we're going to double into Clef. Is that bad? I mean, he's at -1, and I'm pretty sure I know what he's gonna do, yeah. Dude, I really don't want your Sticky Barb. Like, I don't know how else to tell you. So we opted to go for Moonblast. Thing is, he doesn't have good Moonblast switches, whereas... Like, he's gonna go back to Mech. Does it even take 2 at this range? I'm pretty sure he outspeeds me. I could predict the Volt this time. I'm not going to, though. Like, there's no point. Pex is expendable. Well, it's good against Pex, I mean, Cinderace, but I don't need it. Goes for Volt. So he's just going to bring back... Well, the thing is, I outspeed Mag with this, right? So finally we see what Dragapult is. Well, we're going to see what Dragapult is. I think at this point I'm just going to stay in. Please get... I needed him in range of knockoff, that's why that's annoying. We'll try again here. I should live that. Just get the Earthquake and put him in range of Zeraora, dude. Why? What did I do? I didn't deserve this treatment. Let's go for a knockoff anyway. If he's a Will-O-Wisp on top of that, I'm going to be a bit salty. Yeah, it was Choice Band in the end. So he's going to go for Grassy Glide. I'm just going to take the KO here. I don't want to be U-turning again. If I switched into U-turn, it would be over. Yeah, exactly. So I think that was the turn to just take my KO and run with it. So now that that's happened, who's he going to bring out? Either his Zera or... Okay, I guess Cinderace. Gonna go out into Toxapex on Parabol. Well, we saw it was Boots, so now this is where the Zen Headbutt comes out. Yeah, I'll give him them on. I have no idea whether or not he's Sucker Punch, and that's an issue, obviously, but what I can do here is bring out Zera. I'm hoping that he doesn't click Sucker Punch now, because I don't want him to change to Dark typing, and I want to knock somebody else. So it appears as though he's foregoing Magearna this game. Good play. I'm gonna Plasma Fists here. You wouldn't go hard into yours. So Zera is my win con now. That's why I'm so annoyed that Dragapult didn't take damage, because I needed that damage for knockoff to guarantee to kill, and now it's not in a point where it will. It's fine though. I mean, it's not fine, but it's what's happened, so what can I really say, right? I don't need mine. Because at the end of the day, I need Clef to take one of these so that way I can pressure him. And if it doesn't, I lost anyway, I think. Okay, so Plasma Fist's kill. Well, that's Magnet. Was he Boots? He was Boots, okay. 55 to 65. I'm at 65. Don't max roll me, and I think if I hit this, then my Zera should have no problem beating the other three. Maybe. Okay, he opted to Volt, so he's gonna sack off his Clef, then get in Cinderace, right? I might have to use my Talonflame to try to chip this thing then. And we went to Cinderace now. And it took 50, so now that thing's guaranteed in range of Zera, which is helpful, but it's not what I need. Oh man, okay, let's go to this, click knockoff. Oh, that didn't kill? Yeah, it's over. I should have clicked Plasma Fists. So, here's what would have happened. Assuming I was able to kill there with Plasma Fists, he would go out into... Dragapult doesn't die, right? Let's see. This is an unfortunate way to end things off. Yeah, like, Dragapult lives. If I got the Earthquake with Komodo, I would have killed it. Obviously, if this played out the exact same, then I would not be in a position where... I mean, I would still be in this position where I couldn't win, but now it's over, obviously. Talonflame can't solo their entire team. So that's going to be that. I think I did have a shot to win, assuming I clicked Plasma Fists that turn, and Komodo got the Earthquake onto Dragapult, because my Zera would have been, like, at full, in theory, if I'd knocked out the Cinderace. I'm pretty sure my Zera could 1v1 his, maybe. I guess if it didn't, I still lost. No, because... Well, it depends. If he sacked off Dragapult first, then Talonflame could potentially Brave Bird the Zera, but he could switch to Clef, break the Gale Wings, then come back in and knock me out. So, I don't know, there were lots of factors there, but I think Komodo not getting a single bit of damage into Dragapult did influence that, but in the end, at the end of the day, if I made that same play where I didn't knock out Cinderace, I lost anyway, so that's fine. I did hope you all enjoyed. We should still be in the 1700s, so it's all good, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.